Good day, colleagues. Welcome back. This vocabulary activity is set up to help students internalize the terms by category, as well as to force them to use multiple tenses in discussion. My examples for this activity come from my AP Spanish class, but is of course adaptable for your needs. First, I have the students either use their own paper or collaborate with their partner to split the terms in the list according to categories I assign them. 4 or 5 categories is enough to have specific sections and isn't too much to be useless later on. So here I have the students take our science and technology lists and word web the terms as they related to astronomy, things in a lab, communication, and words they think humanity will use more or less frequently in the future. So here is an example where students did a true word web, where they put astronomy in the middle, that was the name of the category, and then they listed spaceship, gravity, telescope, related terms to exploring space. And then other groups did more of a list of words that they think we would use more or less frequently in the future generation. Next, I project images on a PowerPoint slideshow that relate to the different categories I gave them. I find my images by doing a Google image search, and I try to find pictures that will allow for multiple vocabulary terms to be applied within one image. When each image comes up, I tell students to refer to that category of their word web they can and should use, and I may also specify the tense they need to use. So I might put up an image of a bunch of different cell phones, and I'll tell them you have to use the preterite, one of the past tenses, to talk about how cell phones changed 5 years ago and 10 years ago using the specific vocabulary from that word web. This is why I predetermine the categories rather than letting them choose, because I want each image to force them to use one of those categories and one of the word webs on their pages. I may also put in some funny throwback images, again, specifically to require them to use the communication category they divided the list into. And then I may also tell them you have to only use the imperfect, one of the other past tenses, to describe what technology used to be like, or I'll say you need to use imperfect and future tense to both describe what technology used to be like and then to anticipate what you think the future of computers and other technology will be. This particular activity was done orally, and like other activities, I write down common and repeated errors, or good examples of students using creative sentences, or even better, using previous vocabulary. I may try to force the students to use creative contexts, especially about a topic they may not know about. If they don't know much about exploring space, I may limit them to only using the words on the list, or I may say use those words in your category of what we will use more of in the future, like exploring or advances, or even simply something as astronomy. Again, I'll point out that this was done in an advanced level class, but can also be used with intermediate levels as well. Good luck, and come back for more later.